And this man, when I introduce y'all to him, oh my goodness, this man has single-handedly changed my life from the inside out. I call it therapy in motion. I look forward to my 5 a.m.s with this man because it really is more than just me working on my physical health, but it really is emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, relational health. Like, our conversations get so deep. But I'm so happy to introduce to y'all the motivator extraordinaire, the physical fitness guru, and my coach, my personal trainer, Coach L. Lejon, Sherman. Thank you for being with us.
We appreciate having you in. I mean, Rici's story is powerful.
Yeah.
And those of us that have followed her on social media know it's been a wild ride, but it's clear to us that are watching from the outside that the physical fitness part of it is huge.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit tell the folks a little bit about yourself and kind of introduce yourself.
Well, for one, thank you very much, Rici. Favorite client of mine.
Favorite client. Did y'all hear that? Yeah. I'm his favorite client. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm his favorite client.
DMs go to Lejon Sherman on that
one. I also want to say thank you, Anthony. Thank you both for having me here on the Reset. This is really a wonderful opportunity. And yeah, being here to speak about physical fitness in good company is always great.
Yep.
Yeah, Rici's story is awesome.
Tell them how I walked into the gym the first time. Like, literally, what was I looking like? What was my energy? What was my physically everything? Like, go ahead and be honest. I'm okay. I'll be vulnerable. Be honest.
The one-on-one.
When we started one-on-one, what did I come in looking like and feeling like?
It's funny because side note, I do have some footage from that first fitness event.
Really?
Yeah, I'll get that to you.
Embarrassing.
Yeah,
wow,
nice.
I love that.
But in relation to like the one-on-ones when we started, I'll say that when Rici and I first started to work together, she was in a place that I was at one point, and that was very apparent to me. I could recognize that. You know, I know what it's like to be going through something emotionally draining, something spiritually heavy, something that's physically, wearing you down.
Yeah.
And so that's where she was. So it was a place I had been, a place that physical fitness helped me get out of. Because I myself had went through a series of situations in life that made me have to come out of that. It was through fitness. That's how I did that. And so seeing her like that, she was in good hands. You got somebody who already navigated those waters.
Right.
Being that I had been there, it was going to be baby steps at a time to get her to where she needed to be. And that's what I was put here to do.
How'd you get there?
So good.
Because that's the question. I mean, folks at home, I imagine, are watching, and we see Rici now. She talks about her journey. But
still on it.
How did you get her started? How did you get her to take those first couple those steps? So she just didn't say, "Oh, I'm good. Let's do something different."
One of the most important things I told her, said, "Look, I understand. You got to be gentle with yourself."
Yeah.
It's one of the things I encourage everybody that I began working with, because I understand that it's not an easy task to want to change yourself. You could change your shoes, you could change your car, you could change an occupation.
Right.
To change oneself is very, very, very challenging.
Right.
Because you're face to face with you.
Right.
Nobody there but just you.
Right.
So it was just giving her the room to feel safe. The environment needed to be safe. That's one thing I'm big on, is having an environment where she could feel like she could just be herself.
Yeah.
I think her or any of my clients that I work with will tell you, like, they genuinely feel safe.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
I
just cried last week. No, wait, what's today? I just cried last week. I just cried last week. Yes. It's a safe enough environment to cry.
I'll say this. So one of the things just that I noticed, just like in general, just the ladies in general, I've always had this understanding that if the women don't feel comfortable walking down the street and the kids aren't outside playing, then that's a reflection of the men in that environment.
Wow.
Certainly.
So my thing is, when a client comes to me, whether they be male or female, that they should feel safe, right? Because you're not going to be your best if you don't feel safe in that environment.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing. She just had to feel safe, and then know that she was going to have some structure. She was going to have support. She was going to have some motivation. And I do train, sprinkle of love in there.
Okay.
A whole lot of discipline.
You got to love what you do.
A whole lot of discipline with some love.
You got to love the work is what I mean. So that translates to them.
Yeah. How did you come to love the work?
Through doing it.
Yeah, okay.
Myself, as I stated, I went through you know, I'm a human being. We all go through things, right? So it was through my own experience that just getting up every day, because there was a time where I didn't think that I could do what I'm doing. You know, I definitely didn't think I would be a coach. Definitely didn't think I'd be a trainer, you know, at all. I just like going to go work out. That was it at first. It started there. And I think for most people, it will start with something small. Yeah. You know, a why. For me, it was people in my family having health problems. That was another motivating factor. That's a good one. I was a caretaker for my grandmother. She had diabetes. I had to see her lose fingers. I had to see her lose a foot. I found my grandma.
Yep.
The day of her passing.
Wow.
I'll never forget that.
Wow.
That impacted me. Yeah. And then to lose my father 2 days before Christmas. Wow. 2022 to health. That through the gasoline. Wow. So when I see, you know, when we talk and I train with people, I come there with that passion because, as we mentioned off camera before, you don't know how long you got to be here.
Right. Right.
So I bring that fervor.
Right. And this is not a job for you.
No.
Physical fitness, coaching, training, it's not a job for you. This really is your life's purpose. Yeah, it is. And I'm a living testimony of what that looks like on the other side. This is your life's purpose. Yeah, that's so good, so good. I
love the flow of where we're going with this. So I want to kind of just stay right in this. We talked about Rici's journey. Talk to us about the folks that come and see you. People at home may be thinking like, okay, New Year's resolution is coming on. I've done the little workout. That's coming on.
Summer's coming up.
Yeah, summer's coming up, and I want to try to get fit. I want to look good out there, but more importantly, I want to make sure that my overall health is improving.
Right.
Folks like me, you just had a birthday. Like, what are those goals? What are those steps that you need to be taking just in overall fitness? Like, what are things we need to be thinking about?
If we're starting from just like ground
zero.
Talking about somebody not in the gym.
Yeah, because I'm a former football player, so my journey is a little bit different. But just your everyday person who.
Like me, I was a cheerleader, but there's a debate about whether or not that's a sport.
I will say that everything aside, you need a why. Like
What's your why?
Why are you doing this?
That's good.
Because I will say honestly, it's going to keep you getting up.
Right.
You know, if you can have a goal, which you should have like a short-term goal, but there should be some long-term plans, right, for sustainability.
Right.
Ultimately, I would think what a person is looking for is a lifestyle, even though they may not be articulating it like that. You know, so in your case, that may be how much water do you get in on a daily basis?
Right.
Some people not really a lot, right? Yeah. Start with something small.
Okay.
Baby steps is what I would do with anybody. It could be as simple as take a walk with your loved one.
Okay.
Once or twice a week, just to get the feeling of your body moving
again. Yeah.
Take them and go play with them. When's the last time you played with your children?
Yeah.
Like really chase them around. You know,
that's good.
I think it's important to just be physically active. I know everybody doesn't have that passion like Rici. You know,
I got goals, y'all. I got goals, okay?
Get in there. So
right around the corner.
Listen, I got goals.
Everybody's not the same. So, like, you know, for yourself, like you said, if you're just trying to get into the swing of it, even if it's not something physical, like signing up for a gym membership or a trainer or whatnot, you can always start with your food choices.
That's good. That's good. I heard a quote. I don't know who said it, so don't let's not get it twisted. But they said stillness is illness and motion is lotion.
Oh,
so keep moving. Like, get your body moving. Right. Don't be stagnant. Don't be complacent. Those of us who are older,
yeah, seriously, we're not getting any
younger. We sit down for 2 minutes and we get up and it's like different things are starting to hurt now.
Waking up in the morning, you're like,
right? Or we yawn, or we cough, or we sneeze, and something is out of order.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
So to keep our bodies moving is what you're saying. Absolutely. Is important. Just even if it's a walk, if it's when we're vacuuming. Those of us who clean our own homes, we're vacuuming. There's some lunges. I mean, like, what are some practical things we can do around the house?
What are a couple exercises we could do?
Just to be honest with you, you could turn anything into a exercise, like a physical task. Just an example, just not at home. When I worked other occupations, I was supervisor warehouse. I would pull the forklift up, pull the blades up. I'll do pull-ups.
Oh. Don't hurt yourself, though.
Yeah,
Don't hurt
yeah.
yourself.
No, that's a really good idea.
Okay.
I would do dips.
Okay.
On the same fork, so pull-ups,
Yes.
dips. If a person has a desire for something,
You won't make an
you're gonna
excuse
make
for
that
it.
happen. You
Yeah.
can do this with a kitchen
that's a
chair. You
word.
can do this with your couch. Matter of
It
fact, I'll
is.
show people looking at exercise in particular to do with your couch. It's as simple as sitting down and standing up, but there's a way you get down and stand up to engage your core and other parts of your body.
And folks, we're not putting them to work today, but we're already talking about getting some workout clips going
Yes.
that we can show you all of some of the basics of those movements, and then have them be able to explain those to us. So you definitely want to stay connected to us and stay tuned for that.
Because the idea is, and as much as I appreciate you and what you do, the realistically, not everybody can afford a personal trainer. Not everybody can afford a gym membership, even the cheapest gym membership. So I appreciate what you're saying. Like, there are some things that we could do around the house with our kids, whatever, that doesn't require any money. All it requires is desire. And wherever there's a desire, you're not going to have any excuses.
Absolutely.
That's a word for somebody out there
it
today. Where there's a
I love
desire,
that.
you're going to get rid of excuses.
Yeah, no, that's a really good one.
Wow.
Rici, so not to throw you in the spot, but at
Yes.
what point in time did you know that you were in a good place to work out? Like, you went a couple of visits. What cemented it for you? Like, you know what? I'm going to continue to go.
Yeah. So my individual therapist actually started noticing. She was like, your skin is glowing. You don't sound as down anymore. What else are you doing? And I told her, I was like, oh, well, I'm working out 5 mornings a week. And she's like, bingo, that's it. So it was the supplemental help that I was getting, but somebody else noticed it. In my eyes, I was still feeling the way that I was feeling, but someone on the outside who was close enough to me, who had permission to speak into my life, was the one who said, Rici, there's something different happening. What is it? And I'm like, oh yeah, so there's this coach that I have now. And so when someone else noticed it, listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care how confident you feel like you are. Everybody appreciates affirmation and validation from other people. So when it was someone on the outside who said to me, I noticed this change, I was more motivated to keep up with that change. So even today, almost 2 years later, listen, I run into people today who are like, dang, girl, I haven't seen you in a long time. You look great. And I'm like, thank you so much, because I'm working hard internally and externally, though. So, yeah. So that's what got me kept me going, was like my therapist noticed that there's something else going on, Rici. What is it?
So, Lejon, walk us through that. So we do a couple of these things at home. Obviously, Rici's had a great experience there with you, really building a relationship within the workout, within the health thing, outside of doing those initial steps. Like, what other things should we be doing to work on our physical health?
Yeah.
You mentioned the water, which I've heard a lot during sports, but, talk to us a little bit about that.
Food choices. Oh, my goodness.
That's like, okay, so she knows, I say this to everybody. You spend more time around plates of food than you do plates at the gym.
Yeah.
So if a person asks me, where should I spend more focus, it's going to be around the food that you intake, because you're very seldom going to be in the gym. Just think about that. If you come see me 3 times a week, that's 3 hours.
Right.
It's 24 hours in a day.
Right.
Just 3 hours out of an entire week. That's a lot of time for you to
make some good or bad choices with what we put in our bodies.
What are the good choices look like?
That is staying away from like processed foods. I think we all have probably a pretty good understanding of what you should and shouldn't be consuming to help you get to where you want. A whole box of cookies is not going to help you get that nice tight waistline that you want. All of us, our soul food, I love it to the death, but you got to have it in moderation.
Yeah, everything in moderation.
Don't do it in such an excess that it, starting to sit around you is what it is.
Right.
So make better food choices, and then also watch the portions. How much food are you eating? And I look at it like, base it on this. Based on what you're going to be doing in that day from a physical level, how active you're going to be should be in line with the food you're consuming.
Okay.
Because your food is fuel. So if you look at it like that, like I'm going to eat for what
fuel.
I'm going to go do, right?
All right.
Okay.
That's a really cool way for people to kind of ease into making better choices and getting different habits. Like, am I going to be doing anything physical today?
Right.
Probably going to need a little bit more food.
Got it. Okay.
We talk a little bit about, on that same vein, from the adults now to the kids, because childhood obesity is huge.
Yeah.
And granted,
Food desert. We live in a food desert.
deserts are real.
Yeah.
Not being able to get fresh vegetables
Right.
and fruits
Absolutely.
and things like that.
Or
is huge.
it's expensive.
That's true. Inflation does not bring the prices down at all.
Right.
What are the things that we should be looking out for within our children, not only in our own home, but just kind of in our community?
Yeah, that's interesting. You mentioned that obesity levels in our country are wild, and they're actually stretching even further into the early demographics as far as our children go.
Yeah.
I remember looking that up recently. So it's not even just the adults; it is like the teenagers. It is even the younger kids.
Yeah.
And that goes back to us as parents, because we are the cornerstone foundation for that.
Yeah. We're their first teachers.
In fact, they're going to watch what we do.
Yep.
So if
Yep.
mom is eating McDonald's and making these choices, I mean, the children are going to be prone to do that.
Yep.
So we as parents first need to take the step to try to keep things in the house that are going to be healthy. And I know it can be expensive depending on where you shop for your food, but people would be surprised. And I think I'm actually going to do some videos. I'll show you how to
Take
eat.
us shopping.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to
please do.
Shopping with Coach L.
We're down for that. Seriously. I would
Real
love it.
And then I can eat it all.
No problem. even if a person was to go out and
Yeah.
have to
There are
go
choices
somewhere,
that
I'm
you-
gonna
yeah.
show you some places you can go stop at.
Okay.
Grab you some like vegetables, and if worst case, some rice for a relatively inexpensive amount. And then the main thing I would coach you to do is just get some proper protein, some chicken or some fish to put alongside with that. Just eating basic meals like that.
So this even works for date night meals as well, then kind of finding those things on the menu that work out for you.
And you were saying off camera, there are so many apps that are available today where we're able to take a picture of the menu and get all the nutritional values. Like it can pop up on our phone. So really, what I hear you saying,
Yes.
and I ate 3 chocolate chip cookies yesterday. But what I hear you saying is there are no excuses.
None.
There are no excuses. I also worked it off though, so okay.
Oh, I don't even want to ask about the calorie count and all that type of stuff.
Listen,
That
mind your
sounds
business.
intense.
Are you okay? That's what
Yeah.
you need to worry about. Are you
I'm
okay?
good. You guys see me? I'm in sweats and shoes
Mind your
today.
business.
Yes.
but
there was a story there.
but there are no excuses.
I would
Oh.
tell a person to be very careful. 'Cause that's another thing too.
I'm sorry,
Be
y'all.
mindful of where you get your calories from.
Some of them
You
are
can get-
empty.
Yeah, you can get calories from steak, sweet potatoes, asparagus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
you can get them from
Chocolate chip
cookies.
cookies. That
or
were
some
so amazing,
donuts,
by the way.
right?
Really?
But now ask yourself, so if I were to put you on a treadmill, right? For
Okay.
30 minutes.
Okay, let's go.
Done this.
Let's go.
Okay, take it even better. You went line dance,
I
right?
sure did. every
Which-
Monday night, line dancing.
Which
Yes.
is a really good activity. I tell people.
Burn
that-
400 calories.
So
For
you're
constant
asking,
motion and whatnot?
Yes.
Burn
So
400
that's another
calories.
good
Sure did.
love that.
Tool for you for you're asking like, well, how do I get into it? Just do
Yeah.
something you like to do that you
Yeah.
can burn a little calories with.
I love
so
that.
you do the dancing, right? That's 400 calories about
Okay.
what she burned.
Yeah.
You eat 3 chocolate chip cookies. That's probably about 700 calories.
Wow.
So that means,
And then I go for a walk in my neighborhood.
but let's say if we just stop right there.
Okay.
You're gonna need to go dancing again.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna need to go dance 2 times
Really?
a week to burn off
The
those
3
3 cookies that you ate.
Mhm. They were so good,
So
y'all.
if a
They were worth
person
it.
is just not watching what they're putting into them,
Yeah.
your calorie intake is a lot higher than
Okay.
what you think.
All right.
That's deep. See, this is why we
Confession time. That's all.
This is why we needed him in there, because we needed to be able to
Yeah.
kind of really tackle some of these physical health
Yeah.
issues.
Yep.
And there are a lot of these types of things that we get a chance to talk about during the week and whatnot. This is key. So we talked about kids.
Yes.
We talked about the obesity.
Yes.
We got some grown folks that have still some other questions to be able to cover with you.
Yes. And so we're gonna go off script here, y'all, because
Yeah.
it's something that I've been wondering for a while now. Now that I'm in a new journey. Okay, I've been wondering this, and it kind of hits on what we were talking about with our previous guest,
Yes.
Chris Pennywell, and we're talking about
Yeah.
relationships. I'm just gonna come straight out and ask you, Coach, do men prefer women with natural bodies? Okay, summer's coming up, and
Summer's
some of us
right
are
around the corner.
working on our summer bodies right now,
Yes.
and then some of us
Yeah.
are paying for summer bodies, like one way or the other, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
Do men prefer, generally speaking, natural bodies on women, or do they prefer the BBLs? And I ask that because I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm asking because
I love it.
there will be someone who approaches you and says, "Oh my goodness, you're beautiful.
Right.
You are this, you are that," and then you go to their social media feed and you see all the accounts that they're following, and they are BBL accounts. So, is that your preference, or I almost said, am I your preference? Or is the natural person your like I'm sorry. What's up with men? What's going on? What do y'all want in life? What do you want?
One.
I went there.
I love it, though.
I went there.
I love it.
I know you can't, but is
We're
it
all about
natural
being-
or is
we're
it
all about being
BBL?
real here. I love that.
I'm about
Are you okay?
if you're gonna get a BBL,
Yeah.
right? Make sure it's a body by Lejon.
There you go.
There's a plug.
BBL.
Hey, there's a good one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Honestly, natural. We can joke around, but to be honest, I think most men, me in particular, find a natural woman most attractive, and that's always going to be because that's how it was intended. If I got to come natural all together, you know what I mean. I don't mind that being reciprocated to me.
Okay.
That's real talk. I love that. I love that. We're right down to the brass tacks of it all there.
Yeah, come
I'm
anywhere.
sorry. I just
Look,
wanted
at
to
the end
know.
of the
Just
day,
wanted to know.
You know, I'd rather a woman have the desire to. I'll work with you to work on yourself. Right?
That's real partnership,
I'm not
though.
expecting you to be
Yeah.
a supermodel, but I do expect you to take your physical health
Seriously. Yep.
talk.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I
Yep.
can't even
talk.
entertain having a relationship with you if you don't value your health like that, because that means we have no long-term outcome. You
know
understand I
what?
mean? So if you
Yeah.
do the fast thing with the blade, to me it's like you trying to take a shortcut to get to something versus what you actually get from the experience and what you will learn from yourself by actually getting in there and doing the work, doing the work on yourself. So that's me.
And then when the rubber meets the road in the relationship, you take the fast way out instead of the long
Absolutely.
road.
You haven't built
because
up
you
the
already.
character traits. Like
That's
if
deep.
they-
Wow.
That's deep. Let's park there for a minute because I know we're not talking about the relational health here, but I think that is kind of interesting that if a person runs away from problems, they tend to run away from problems, and how you deal with the conflict, how you deal with challenges. On the physical side of things, that's always kind of been in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, let's take the time to do the work to get things
Right.
right. But it's interesting to hear you guys phrase it that
How
way.
it translates to the physical realm.
Yeah.
It's all
I'm
connected.
always so young elementary. I could tell everything I need to know about a woman if I date her just by how she works out. So my first date is at the gym.
There you go. All right. I love that. So I'm gonna throw a little curveball because obviously
goodness.
Shannon Sharp's getting a lot of heat right now, and I saw the little side by side story of him and Nicole Murphy. Looked like they were coming from a workout date or something like that, and obviously it didn't work out. But it's just kind of interesting because we're talking about workout dates and things of that nature.
right.
Yeah, working out. I mean, physically, it ties into your relationship,
Yes.
ties into how you
It
feel as a
does.
person.
It does.
Send us out here over the next few minutes. Let's talk about some things. Obviously, those aren't going to get the surgery. What are some of the machines we should be looking for when we get to the gym? Because,
For the
June is right
summer
around
body.
the corner.
Yep,
Yeah,
for
you're
the
heading
summer
out
body.
to LA. You're going to go to Santa Monica Pier or whatever. You want to put on a two-piece. Or if you're like me, we just go shirtless during the summer.
Yeah.
What are those things that we can start to
Yeah.
do now to get ready for that?
Depends. If you're a fella, I mean, I would assume you shirtless, like you said, or at least in
Yeah.
something a little form-fitting, but not to show off. Don't skip the cardio. That's going to help you, reduce the body fat. But you also want to do some resistance training, so don't be afraid to pick up a dumbbell. Don't be afraid to get on a machine, whether that's for biceps, chest press. And fellas, don't skip legs. Above all, ladies will clown you with little skinny legs. So
Big up top and then
Big up
like, okay,
don't
what
skip
happened
leg
there?
day. So make sure you do some sort of squat, a lunge, or a hip hinge movement. That translates into other areas too, fellas. That's just important for you to have. But I would start there. For the ladies, they definitely want to have nice toned legs, probably flat, nice stomach.
Yes, that's one of my
So-
goals.
Is there a great core workout? Because we hear a lot with the two-piece. I mean, there's a lot exposed there. So
I'm almost there, y'all. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
There's a lot of things, but I'll be honest with you, Anthony.
Yeah.
The real core to what you're talking about is that food.
The food.
It's the nutrition part. It's the exercises they're gonna help sculpt and get you stronger. But if you do not focus on the food, you'll never see what you want to. Because I don't care how hard you train, you cannot out train a poor diet.
Ooh, Put that on a T-shirt.
Right?
You cannot
Wow.
out-train a poor diet. So I could spend
That's deep.
tons of reps
if
on
I
the
told you-
abductor and on the booty builder, and then I go out and I
ate 3 glazed donuts. If I told you it's going to require you to run 2 whole marathons back to back to burn off those calories, would you eat those 2?
no, absolutely not.
Because that's what it takes.
Wow,
Did you say a marathon?
2 marathons.
Whole marathons. Is what you're going to have to do to burn off that amount of calories that you just ate in less than 5 minutes.
Oh, it's not
See what
worth
I'm saying?
it. It's
Not
not
at
worth
all.
it. I want my abs. I want
So-
my abs.
Think about it like that.
I prefer to have my abs.
It takes 3,500 calories. You have to burn 3,500 calories to get a pound of fat off you.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
Well,
That is a lot to deal with.
I
for
feel
sure.
so convicted. Those cookies were good, but
Oh, so we all got to kind of like take another look at the
Yeah, we
at our
do.
diet. Maybe writing down what we're gonna
Absolutely.
eat. Write down
Yeah.
what we do eat. and
Yeah.
Look at
Treat your calorie intake like your bank account. I know you don't just spend money, so you should be careful with the way you take
yeah,
in calories.
take care. Yeah.
All
yeah.
right. Well, of course, this has been a great half hour with you. We're not done. We're going to get a chance to do some of the workout and do some of the talks coming up here over the next couple of weeks. So you guys definitely want to stay tuned for that.
Nice.
We'll get with him in the gym, Lejon Sherman. Tell us the name of the gym one more time before we get out of here.
I am Coach L, ESB Fitness. You can find me on Instagram, change101 or ESB Fitness, 2 T's. I'm located at Synergy Personal Training, the Fresno Athletic Training Center off of Blackstone, 4774 North Blackstone.
I love it. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We will see you next week.
See you next week at the